Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a f***. So don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the GM Show live from NFT NYC Pier 999. I'm your host, Freeman, joined by your lovely co-host, Mr.
Good morning.
Lay Prophets.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, Dickenza, we are here on Traveling Thursday. We have the show. Finally, we got here. Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
finally
I
there.
brought my whole studio.
It was a long trip.
Yeah.
He took his pod, actually. Just that pod can be loaded on a ship, on a container ship, actually. It's the size of a container.
Just it's like on a trailer. Just hitch it up.
You're actually on the road right now, right? You're being pulled live right down the highway.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's actually do the show. gmdefi.xyz. Before we do the show, check it out. It's our website. You know, you got to have a website or you don't really exist. I guess you could have a link tree, right? This is like our link tree. It's a fancy link tree. Check out Morning Friends too. Please do it. Please. No. Twitter.
It's a fancy link tree. It's called a website.
Exactly. Live via CB radio. Yes, exactly. Maybe one day. Yes, check out Morning Friends. It's our upcoming NFT project. That's all I really have to say about it. There's going to be utility connected directly to the show, and
you'll be able to earn due. It'll be cool.
Your due. You level up your Morning Friend.
That's
get
right.
Rewards
by watching the show. That's it. You just watch the show and have a Morning Friend. And you earn due.
It's pretty easy. Canadian regulators have fined Bybit and KuCoin for securities law violations. The Ontario Securities Commission said foreign crypto asset trading platforms such as Bybit and KuCoin must play by the rules or face enforcement. Unlike KuCoin, Bybit responded to the OSC's enforcement action. Doesn't say what they did, but we'll get into that. KuCoin is now barred from operating in Ontario while Bybit continues to work on registration. So they've hit these two foreign exchanges with enforcement actions after finding they failed to comply with securities laws. KuCoin has been banned. Bybit agreed to pay a fine as it works with the authority to register properly. They said they both operate unregistered crypto asset trading platforms and allowed Ontario investors to trade securities without a prospectus or any exemption from the prospectus requirements. That's some fancy language right there. So it sounds like the penalty KuCoin was ordered to pay 2.1 million Canadian dollars, including the investigative charges. We investigated you. Here's the bill. Meanwhile, Singapore-based Bybit has reached a settlement with the regulator for about $2.5 million. So you can see, they're cracking down.
You got to pay to play, man.
Regulators are cracking down on these exchanges. And, Bybit is one of those exchanges where, it's a little, the rules are a little looser than like Binance as far as the KYC rules and stuff over there. So
I love Bybit.
Yeah. I know. I mean, you don't use it because you aren't in a country where you could use it. But if you were, you would love Bybit, right?
Yeah.
Like if you transported there somehow, just using like an app, right? You could, yes, use it. Anyway, Matic has pumped. Now, I saw this headline in like 5 different versions. all attributing it to something else. So I just went with this one because it's, it seems like, yeah, okay, it's because of the launch of the Polygon ID solution. Sure. This random pump just came because of that. But other articles say it's for other reasons. So it's like, oh, because there's a lot of wallets or something. Polygon ID, though, which we have talked about on the show before. It's like a blockchain identity system. It sounds like it's been launched formally, and it's a private self-sovereign identity solution powered by zero-knowledge cryptography. That sounds nice and fancy, huh? So it's essentially just a way for people to create a verified ID, I believe, on Polygon. Somebody probably smarter in the chat will actually tell me that I'm wrong. But this is a way, there's a couple different startups and different companies working on blockchain ID solutions, like some kind of blockchain username, or an ID that you could use that verifies that it's really you. So those are interesting solutions, but I wonder if this pump was really because of that or not. I think that's always
who
an interesting
knows.
question.
Probably all of it together. It's just like, if they have a whole bunch of good news coming out, that could definitely help it. I mean, it's definitely outperforming everything else on the board right now. So
we'll check it out when we get to the charts. Then is what I think Matt's saying. I think that's what Matt's saying. This is something I know Matt can maybe get excited about. Maybe we'll see. NHL.
Did you see the game last night? It's so good.
I mean, we could just turn this into a sports show. I don't mind.
Now
it's probably better.
It's now a hockey podcast. Yeah. So glad everyone here is hockey fans.
We could call it the pro and the noob. So NHL is launching. You should see Matt, by the way, coach his kids' hockey games. When he used to coach, I know you don't anymore. That's because you probably are banned from coaching in the leagues because you're infamous. You should have seen Matt. It's the most animated coach I've ever seen in a hockey game. And I'm like, man, this isn't even the NHL. This is like kids hockey. And this coach is scaring me. He's just like so aggressive. Anyway, NHL has big NFT plans. You don't want to hear Matt yell. I'm telling you, I can see the rage. What are you doing out there? You get it, Dinkenza. You get it. You get it. So they're ready to share most of their NFT plans. That's a funny way to say that with the world. NHL, along with its Alumni Association and Players Association, announced Thursday that it's partnered with NFT platform Suite to create a unique NFT marketplace and collections of NFTs that are, here we go. They're unique blockchain tokens that signify ownership. Oh, wow. That's what an NFT is. Thank you. Yeah. So the league's executive vice president told Decrypt that the NHL marketplace will fall somewhere between a full-blown NFT trading platform and a site that offers limited time NFT drops. The NHL wants to give fans a bit of both, building an NFT marketplace with exclusive drops. So there's a little information of you. Some of them will be dynamic and change over time, depending on a player's performance. That's kind of cool. There'll also be cinematic game highlights from the past and NHL seasons and surprise packs of NFTs that can be
kind of like
3D.
Top shots and stuff, but maybe they're going to make a little different spin on it,
Yeah, it'll be their own spin.
Maybe more gamification, it sounds like. Because it's like back in the day, like, I don't know if you ever did this with like sports cards where you had like a game, you'd put down like the sports card and the players' like attributes would tally up to a score, then that would beat out that player. Anyways.
It's not I'd punch that mascot. It's that he actually did punch the mascot. Matt IRL actually punches faces in real life. In NFT space, he can't punch it. He punches the screen, but it's not the same. It doesn't give him the same pleasure. It's the mascot. University of Cincinnati adds teaching Bitcoin and crypto to their curriculum. So I think I see myself in the future as a Bitcoin professor. I believe so, as long as I can get tenure. Thank you. As the crypto space expands, the University of Cincinnati in Ohio is launching related programs as part of its curriculum. It sounds like what are they going to teach here? Hopefully they teach not like will there be one class called like art of the rug? No.
Art of the rug.
Creative rugging.
How to wash your tokens. Yeah, stuff like that.
Token washing 101. According to the report, programs are funded by longtime supporters. Okay, no one cares. It's really, really vague. It's just it's 2 new programs are gonna teach students about cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin and new financial technology.
They'll just have everyone sit down, watch some YouTube videos, and call it good.
Wow, Andre Luca from Desk Heads just popped in, said thanks for checking out Desk Heads a while ago. Yo, we really liked Desk Heads. That was one of like our favorite projects in the past couple of months. And yeah, so thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting and joining us. That was really nice of you. I know, of course, made of 95 episode video series that could apply for professorship. Thank you, Dickenses. I think that this whole live video series could be a class as well. I agree. 100 episodes from the GM show.
So Desk Heads has so by the way, Desk Heads, well, we can talk about this more. We can return to
in the NFT section. But give us the alpha.
What's going on? 7th, July 7th. Because I've been waiting for them to announce it, and I've checked in once in a while, and so now I just checked in. So there you go.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe let's go over it. Let's go over it in the NFT section. We'll revisit Desk Heads now that we got a date. That's awesome. Cool. I'd love to set up some spots for your community. Oh my gosh, we would absolutely love that. I'm sure the people in the chat would love that too. We could drop those in the Discord. We do have a nice little community that would absolutely love that. Andre, if you could hit us up on Twitter at GMDFiXYZ, maybe shoot us a DM. That'd be awesome. We would absolutely love that and really, really appreciate that. That's super kind of you. So, yeah, well, that's it for the news section today. Let's check out the charts, shall we, Matty Jones? Oh no, Matt's charts aren't up again. That's 2 days.
Yeah, they are. I did share my screen. Dude, I shared it, bro. You took it off. Took it off. This is my second time doing this. Just saying. All right.
We need a little banter on the show. We don't fight with each other enough on the show. We're too nice to each other.
Ever since NFTs kind of went downhill, we just don't fight anymore, Freeman. Everything.
It was those GM scores. It's when we used to do the in-depth reviews of the
NFTs. That's when we would fight. Yeah,
really brought it out. So
all right, well, let's check out the charts. As you can see, we're on the daily Bitcoin. Nothing too exciting happening. We're still in this range. And I think this is something like I think that we're gonna have to all kind of get used to these like really tight, small ranges for long periods of time over the next few years. I would say, because a lot of people are saying, we're probably not going to hit all-time highs again on Bitcoin for another like 2 years. Because a lot of times, you'll have a 2-year run followed by 2-year decline. So it's just kind of it's just the pendulum swing, it just is how it is. So if they're right, maybe they're wrong. I'm just quoting what the experts are all saying. We could be caught into these tight ranges for a long time. Just imagine stuff like this for months, right? Instead of just like a couple weeks. And because it's happened before. So let's go down a lower time frame to see what's happening. We still have an oversold signal here on the daily Kimono Wave. Kimono Wave is our trading indicator, better than Marcus Cipher, better than, it's an all-in-one indicator. It's great because we made it
totally free.
It's free.
It is different. There's a lot of copies of Market Cipher that are just the same formulas, just copied and made free. This actually uses different calculations.
We
less
made
fake
it
outs.
so that there's less fake outs, right? We're tired of like all the different fake outs, and by fake outs we mean it's still going to happen
when it repaints.
You're still going to get them, but in these kind of scenarios, like right here, where you get like an overbought, oversold, overbought, oversold. And it's just kind of chudding here,
ranging around.
That's gonna happen. but
Yeah.
it happens a lot less than those other ones.
Yeah.
So
It's more
eventually one
accurate
day
for sure.
we'll get it perfect. But
I've back tested them. I have closely studied them. So
yeah, yep. So, anyways, we do have an oversold signal still on the daily. We are up right now 2% about. So let's check out what's happening on the 4 hour here. I like the 4 hour a lot. I like it a lot. It's just
it's
it really
good-
kind of
good
tells me what
overview.
can happen throughout the day, and to the coming days. So I really I'm a big 4 hour fan, and here on the 4 hour, we came up here, challenged the 50 EMA, and got a pretty clear rejection. This was back 21st, so like that's Tuesday? Was that Tuesday?
Yep.
Clear rejection, right? And here we got a bottom here at just under 20K. It was like 19,700. Got a clean rejection there. Came up, and we could still be in the challenge for the 50 EMA. We could still maybe get higher highs. This candle doesn't close for another almost 2 hours. We do have an oversold signal here. That money wave, though, this red money wave here, that is thick, right? That is a thick wave. So we really want to see that kind of more aggressively start turning up for us to get like super excited. The VWAP here kind of covered it up. The yellow line here is the VWAP. I mean, it's crest up above. That's good. It's trending up-ish. It just looks like it's a little stalling. I mean, hey, when I zoom out, that money flow wave, you kind of gotta like that, right? It is starting to really look like it's changing direction. So let's see if this red candle right now, if that is going to if it prints like that'd be fine with me, because the next candle could be a nice one. Here on the 1 hour, we have an overbought signal. All right, we have VWAP down pretty decent, and we have the money flow wave now in the red. It peaked up there in the green, came right back down. So it's this one isn't looking too good, except there's not like any bearish divergence here. So I don't see a big dump necessarily coming from this. So what I would expect, right? Because we've had these kind of the momentum's been kind of trending up. The wave come up and maybe, oh well, that's kind of horrible wave. Let me do that one more time. So the wave, something like this, right? And we get another oversold signal. Price might look like this, maybe bounce here off of support. I would, maybe we get some lower lows, but because we did just get that. See, what's interesting here too on the 1 hour, right? We tested the 50 EMA, blew past it, tried to regain it, got denied, and the 50 EMA still is below the 200 EMA. So I would be expecting more challenges and then bounce backs than I would expect it to challenge it, bust through, and then use it as support. But here, I mean, we do look like we could be testing it again. See, we blew past it coming down, and we're testing the 50 EMA right now. So I'm really anxious to see if we start seeing this some interesting high prices here. If we could hold that 50 EMA zone. I right now I wouldn't say so, just because we do have a decent overbought signal right now. So we could just get a little retrace and get some higher prices. I would, because you see, we like to also see patterns, a nice W. This is basically invalid, doesn't quite get it. So maybe we get a W here. Maybe this is our W that we're looking for, and we get the higher highs here. So that's a bunch of scribbles there. Yeah. So that's the pattern. I'm looking for that W pattern on the 1 hour. Maybe it could be forming here. Just got to kind of watch and see what it's like throughout the day. 24-minute. See, 24-minute, no bearish divergence. Testing the 50 EMA there too. That's interesting. Maybe we could get a bounce from there. So right now we're actually seeing some bullish signs too. Oh, look, I was like, where's the 200 EMA? And looks like 50 is like right on top of it, if not
Challenging
just
it.
passing it.
Yeah.
So hey, this is some bullish signs on the short term,
Lord.
right? Remember, I'm
Oh boy,
talking.
here we go to Matt's
talking
favorite.
No, okay,
Matt's
I'm
favorite.
gonna go one.
Matt's favorite. It's habit. It's like when
That
you
is
just
habit.
open a tab
This
and
is what I
start
do.
typing
I
in the
start. I'm like,
website. You
okay,
go,
what
"This
does it
is
look
so
like
fun."
it's going to be doing? And then I go down to the nitty gritty short time frames.
Well, that's
and-
because that's how you trade. That is how
and
you are. How you
romp,
trade. You go up to the
destroy.
higher time frames and
All
you
right.
check out what's going on, and then you go.
Let's check out Matic because we were talking about Matic and how it had a massive. How it was the winner so far today. So yeah, 12% right now compared to like
Oh,
these
wow.
single digits, right? It's the only 2-digit percentage right now. Getting a giant green vector candle here on a daily.
SHIB is 420.
Looking pretty
Oh, my God.
aggressive. Looking like an aggressive attack here on the 50 EMA. Could be a good challenge. Maybe wants to bring the price back up into this range up here. Let's go down to the lower time frames. Yeah, 4-hour money flow looks like it wants to cross up in the green. VWAP currently up. RSI is just maxed out, and we have a nice oversold signal. This looks like, hey, we could be seeing some higher prices. We are approaching a 200 EMA challenge up here. So that would be right along where the next big level of resistance is, right?
That would make sense.
Yeah, so there's a lot of confluence. So I'd imagine maybe we get a bounce back down from here. So I'd be looking out for those key levels and seeing how the price reacts there. And that is what at like 51 cents about. Now on the 1 hour, we have an overbought signal. RSI is starting to trend down. So yeah, we could maybe be. I mean, but that wave, looks really weak.
It could just
really
be
weak.
just a little pullback too.
Yeah, just a little steam being let out before we get another run up. So the price can just kind of hang out up here before we start moving up again. Is what I'd imagine. Maybe
It's
let
nice
the
the
50
50
EMA.
or the 200 there.
Yeah,
come
get the
back
50
to the
EMA to kind of
200.
come closer. Yeah, and then
exactly.
bounce up. So
Mhm.
that's what I'd kind of be looking out for. Because it is, yeah, I mean, Matic is just looking like it wants to rage. So this one might be a fun one to trade.
As long as it can keep that momentum going. Yep, that's the key.
Yeah, I mean, and then here, like, what is the percentage difference here? I'm interested because it's like, hey, what if I put a long here? What? Come on, no. I want price range. So I want to so if I put a long here, hey, that's still a 10% move that we could still be getting. Still 10 more percent. I would maybe be interested in seeing. Yeah, and you know what? Hey, that's up here. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's interesting. On a daily, that's not even really, yeah. So I still see, a significant amount of pumpage for Matic. That's what it looks like.
Wow. That's some quite a dose of opium you just dropped there.
Yeah, well, Matic is, it's looking pretty good. Let's do our
Ape
ape
watch.
watch, our daily ape watch. What did I make that line for? I don't remember. All right, so we do have a decent oversold signal here. It's still in the works. Look at this money flow though. See how it's like, hey, yeah, we got a nice
very
green wave,
bad.
but money flow is still growing red. That is why we're not seeing a big action,
Yeah.
right? We're not seeing big pumpage like Matic is doing. So volume is still pretty miserable for ape. RSI is also looking down
Maxed out. Yeah.
on the daily there. Here in the 4-hour, we do have we're in the middle of a oversold signal. Does look like that money flow is starting to pinch in. But I'm not too. I mean, this
Still
wave
not
looks kind of
super,
weak
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, that looks
So,
weak.
but it
VWAP's
and I would
pointed down.
I'd be looking at this 50 EMA. if it breaks this 50 EMA and we start coming back down, I bet you this is going to be invalidated. Here on the 1 hour, we have an overbought signal. This one doesn't look very nearly as good. See, ape, I'd be looking for some shorts, honestly, because look, we busted down below the 50 EMA, bounced off the 200, below, got out, barely holding on, challenges 50 EMA, got rejected, trying to come back up and challenge it again. Looks like it could be getting rejected, and the 50 EMA is really close to the 200 EMA. If that crosses down, then yeah, we're definitely coming down to get these vector candle zones here from the 1 hour chart. Yeah, so what here I'm like, okay, 5 minute. Yeah, like look, so we're getting the tides might want to be changing, but at the same time, we could just be at a level that we're bouncing from. So I'd be cautiously looking at 8, because here on the 1 hour, I just wanted to check again to see what it was doing on the 50 MA. So it's technically, it looks like it's below the 50 MA a little bit right now. So we would want to see will it come down here and challenge the 200 EMA? And if it does, how does it react to that level? We do have vector candle zones right up here, so maybe it's just a bounce like this before we get down, something like that. I might be looking right, but yeah, gonna be watching these EMAs closely today. All right, yeah. What else? Anything else we should look at? Ethereum.
Yeah, let's check out ETH real quick.
Just real quick.
Real quick.
All right, on the daily, let's see how it's looking. In the range, this low range. See, the thing is, like, when we're in this range, you want to make sure that you're definitely marking your levels. So we challenged it barely. You could argue. Here we're really on the 4 hour. See how I like the 4 hour because it just gives you a bit more detail on that daily. See, I would like to see. I would expect prices to get up here. Let's break this level. Let's do it. We had a higher low. You gotta like that. We do have a oversold signal currently. RSI is pointing up. It's just right now this current hour, whatever. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get a little bit of pullback, but I would like to maybe see price. Let's maybe it comes down to the last.
It's giving some opium here because I don't have any when I look at this chart.
the last lows here. We could be getting a bounce, so that on the hour here, we could still be getting higher lows, right? But we exhaust some steam, and we still see this momentum climbing up. So this is what I would be hoping for today here on the hourly. So we'll see. It does look like currently some steam being let out. But there are some still, there's still, we could still see higher prices by the end of the day, is what I'm saying.
DeKenza has a very important question for you.
What?
When ETH 2K?
When ETH 2K?
Oh no, it wasn't a serious question. Oh no, here he goes. And see, he turns to the chart.
I don't care about prices, so I don't ever look at this stuff. So
2K, that's a ways off. You got to challenge like 18 or something first, probably. A little bit lower there. That first level of support kind of right below.
Let's get some fibs.
See, I think that
so it is down here. It is.
I think 0.65 would be your first stop, right? Or the 786, really.
Yeah, because we would need, well, first of all, let's just say we hold this range, right? Let's just say we hold it and we don't come back down to these. I guess the question really is it gonna come down and claim these vector candle zones from all the way back in 2020, right? Or 2021, sorry. Before it comes up and starts claiming these vector candles from these drops. Because right here, this is a market maker taking longs, all right? So it's the price will return to this level at some point.
Eventually. There you go. There's your answer.
Will it get
Eventually.
up there? I mean, right now, you like this. You like that we are in, and this looks like a healthy green.
It needs to escape the red wave.
We need to get this. We really need to start getting this
up.
money flow wave to start coming up. So in the next few days, let's see what the week looks like. Positive things about the week. Okay. VWAP is starting to turn around. This tiny red money flow wave, it is red. It just did recently cross it. So maybe this is just a little blip and starts turning around. But there's some hopium. I mean, to me, I'd see this weekly and say, yeah, it's just going to wick down here before it starts moving up. That's what I would say. But so if that's the case, you might have a couple weeks to catch up. You might have a couple days or a couple weeks.
Yes, if he draws a T-Rex, it's bearish. Correct.
I can't stand those animal shapes, like all the people who do the TAs, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's a dinosaur."
Yours did look like a dinosaur today, so I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you might not like it, but the dinosaur, it's an esoteric, natural part of charting is dinosaur drawing. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna hit that intermish real quick, and then we'll be back. We got lots of stuff to talk about with NFTs, and we're gonna revisit the desk heads today too. So a lot of fun ahead, and stick around.
Boy, the bull market is back, dog. I'm laying in bed. I'm seeing like someone's posting. Is it like 30,000 and a half, bro? The fucking bull market is back, boy. The bull market is back. Look, I'm not going to sleep now, bro. The bull market is back, bro.
2 weeks later.
You know what they say, right? They say that the market will humble you. And that's exactly where I am today, because I've made so much fucking money, I have to be humble. I'm learning to be gracious about it. Send this shitcoin Bitcoin to zero.
Bitcoin! It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop!
Hello, morning dew. With the brightness of sunshine and a refreshing taste that's right for you. It's fresh as sunrise. It feels like sunshine. Refreshing as a morning, the morning dew. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, friends. Good morning, morning dew.
Morning dew, a totally different type of water from a totally different world. Start your day off right with refreshing morning dew.
take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. You're gonna hold it for a decade, decades. You're gonna give it to your children. Bitcoin for the rest of your life.
Are you familiar with NFTs, cryptocurrencies, altcoins, etc.? Vaguely. Okay. Well, it might be a surprise to you that there's a segment of our civilization that's living in the future.
High dropout rate during the 1 year free. That's somebody's phone? Turn it off before I shove it up your ass.
Mr. Depp, you're down 95%. Have you ever considered selling?
No, I can't. That's no.
It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
No, fugazi. It's fake.
Yeah, fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's not fucking real.
Right?
Right. Stay with me. We don't create shit. We don't build anything.
No.
Thank you for watching GMTV.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for sticking around through the little break there. I hope you enjoyed. We're going to talk about NFTs today, you know, like we always do. Matt's grinning over there. I don't know what he's grinning about.
I just can't get over the... What's his name? Hard Rock Rick. Is that it?
Oh, Hard Rock Nick. Yeah.
Hard Rock Nick. Yeah, dude.
Doing the E, doing the dolphin sound.
I just can't, man.
Everything that guy does.
And I was just trying to think of like, I don't even know how he became Hard Rock Nick. Like,
I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about him.
I just know that's what he's always.
I just see him.
Been.
Yeah.
I know. It's just like, oh my gosh, it's just.
I just know he's an influencer of some sort. That's really all I know.
Does a lot of cameos. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, but hey, he's entertaining, and that you know, if you're going to be an influencer, at least be entertaining. Come on.
Yeah. He's a funny guy.
You know, I was just looking at the trending charts. We got a couple fun things to talk about today, but I saw Lonely Pop is now trending, and is the floor is at 0.24.
I know. I don't understand this. Like, how in the hell are people still into this? Remember, this is the project, everyone. Remember that couldn't mint out and then said that, oh, we'll do a free mint, but I'm not going to do anything that we promised to do if we did a free mint. Like, remember, this is that project.
Well, they had the Dutch auction, right? They had a weird Dutch auction.
Bro,
didn't they even
fucking flopped?
Anyway,
like,
there was a major problem with this one. This was the 1.5 ETH Dutch auction, correct? That then they stopped almost immediately, and then they changed the entire minting process. Yeah,
it didn't even mint out 1,000. I remember, or something like that.
But hey, you know, this just goes to show. And you know, I saw the same thing with Thick Friends. Had a lot of problems at first, so we didn't mint it because the contract had issues or whatever. Then they rebooted it, and then they sold out. And then I saw they were trending the other day, and it's like, you know, projects can come back to life.
I'm assuming this one this became a free mint, right? Is that what happened?
Know what ended up happening with the mint. That's a legit question. Is what happened with the mint? Let's go check out
mint.
The analysis, the chart here. I mean, floor price. It looks like started at 0.25. That was probably right after the mint, and then it cratered down to 0.17. Cratered down to 0.13. It's been a wild ride for this project for sure. The floor price has been all over the place. So. Let's see how many NFTs per owner. Let's just look at that. I'm always just curious about how many are per owner. Oh, okay. Maybe we're not going to get that. Maybe we don't.
You're right.
That.
I think so. I think every project that we think that is just going to die, you should probably buy.
Yeah. Well, and that is a recurring point. Is always counter trade us.
Always counter trade what we're saying. Absolutely.
Yes, that's 100%.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, if we think it's a scam, it's probably going to be the next blue chip.
Yeah,
just how it
because
goes.
that's how scams work. That's the thing. Is like even if it's a scam, it'll do great. Like does just because we're not getting it because it's a scam, it's probably gonna do fucking awesome. That's the thing. Oh yeah, these founders seem like total idiots. They totally dropped the
Yes.
ball on this one. But it'll still be great. It'll still fucking do
Yeah.
awesome.
No one should take our personal opinions as sage NFT wisdom, is I guess what we're
Yes.
kind of
Yeah,
saying. And
'cause
if you've learned anything over 95
it
episodes, I hope you've
NFTs
learned that.
work the opposite of logic. If you think it's logical, it's probably gonna fail in NFT
Well, and
space.
what's kind of
If
crazy?
it's
The number of
illogical,
holders is just
it'll do
I
great.
was just looking at the number of holders, and it's like the number of holders has increased a lot, actually. The number of owners. You can see, I mean,
Oh yeah.
and that's just in the past couple days. So what was going on here? You had 290 owners up until the 18th. And
So they must
now
have did like the a
something
remint.
happened, dude. Something happened over there. I think we're out of the loop on what
Yeah,
happened with
well,
Lonely
once
Pop,
after
but
the initial Dutch auction fail, I
yeah,
just gave up. I was like,
it must
no,
have sat for a couple
forget
days. Like
this.
and then they
Forget it.
started maybe minting again. So there's definitely a story in this chart that we don't have all the details for, but I just saw that one was trending, so I thought that was kind of interesting since we've covered it before. And if Tiny Thug was in the chat right now, he'd
The
probably be going
artwork isn't
crazy.
even that good. I'm just saying. There's nothing that really I
Oh,
can't. I'm not
Matt's
that.
Matt's about to go hard. Just give him a little time. He'll
Just
work
chill.
it up. He's
Just chill.
gonna want to punch something. It's coming
Look at
real
those damn
soon.
kids in their faces.
I also saw there was a Dickensis sweep late last night. Another Dickensis sweep, and so our floor price is creeping up on them Dickensis. So it's a Dickensis watch. It's kind of like a daily thing now. So
yeah,
that's fun. I saw the Magic Eden. Okay, I saw the Magic. Okay, everybody, calm down before you hate me for even bringing up Solana NFTs. I saw the Magic Eden yacht party last night, and it actually looked like a normal party where there weren't people screaming and gibberish. There wasn't anything weird about it. It just looked like a jolly good time. And so I do have to say I am looking more at Solana NFTs, and I've been looking around at Magic Eden. But anyway, Magic, I figure it's it's newsworthy.
I'm not with this.
I know
I don't
he's
know who
not
this guy
supporting
is.
me. I know,
I'm
but I do
not-
figure it's newsworthy because Magic Eden is going to include other blockchains soon. So this is going to be a player in the space. They have launched their Magic Ticket, which if you buy Magic Ticket, you get access to the Magic DAO. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, you could check out the Magic Ticket and check out. I know it's trending over there on Magic Eden. So, and this I think that this marketplace I do think is going to continue to gain steam because it's a smooth, it's a good experience over here on Magic Eden too. So, I do think they got a bunch of investment for a reason out of all the alternative platforms. So. Matt, I can see the skepticism in his face, and I like it because that means that I have a challenge ahead of me to drag Matt over to Magic Eden, and we'll see. The dark side has gotten into. Yes, there's something
just
wrong.
Disappointed. Just disappointed.
I know.
That's all,
Yeah, I
Freeman.
just want a yacht invite. I want to be cool. The cool kids are over in Magic Eden Yacht Punk Club. I just want to be cool. But seriously,
I feel like the Soul NFT guys just have normal parties. They're not doing
not weird
goblin shit.
Yeah, they're just normal people. They're just normal nerds. Who would let a bunch of degens onto their yacht? Must be a rental. Oh, it was certainly a rental. Yes, it was more like a party boat. Kind of looked like where it was designed for an event. It had two levels,
like
and
the
a bar in
big-
the center. It looks kind of like a club, but on a boat.
Yeah, it looked like a club on a boat.
It was very normal. Yes, very normal. And but anyway, that's a little Magic Eden.
Solana's for normies.
Yes, something. It's for something. We used to say it was for the poors, right? But is that too offensive now that we're all poor?
Well, we're all poor now, so it's like, yeah, it's just for the normies.
Crypto's for the poors now.
Yeah.
So, or maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're actually a normie, and you just think that because you're a normie and you're using OpenSea, which is actually for the normies.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Solana, Maxi over here.
It's okay. I haven't bought any yet, so don't worry, everybody. Just keep yourselves together. Okay, so
He's
let's
lying.
look at
Show us
Deskheads.
your wallet address.
Let's check out Deskheads before we go into the spicy drama. I want to give Deskheads a nice look over again before we then ruin this episode with my personal drama. So this is Deskheads. We covered Deskheads in the past. This was one that we thought had a lot of promise because right from the get-go, they had a lot of things going well. They had a docs team. They had a really nice website. They had a really good social presence. The artwork is interesting because it's like these scenes at a desk, which is, is unique for sure. And they are also they're launching this studio, which is where it's like a really advanced staking website for their community, and I think it's also where they're going to. Let me get back to the demo of it. I saw that, or the screenshot I saw. Oh yeah, so this is their staking where you level your NFTs and you can unlock various rewards. So yeah, this is really cool. And I like seeing projects that put like some real effort into their staking platforms. And I mean, this is like, it looks like a legit like app, essentially. So, the team behind this is definitely they seem like an experienced
Creatives,
team
looks
of
like,
creatives. Yeah. So, and it's cool here because you can see that this studio is where they're going to have those projects. We kind of talked about this last time. Dedicated project incubator for the Deskhead NFT holders. So this is a streamlined process to be able to safely collaborate and build with other people in the Deskheads community. Whether it's an NFT project, software launch, or comic book, the Deskheads team committed to provide you with the tools and infrastructure and funding required to turn your ideas into reality. So there's going to be, it almost looks like a crowdfunding almost or something by the community. I don't know, the details there. Either way, just shows that they're really actually building stuff. And I think as far as I know, I think a lot of this is going to be available pretty much from the get-go. But let's look though. Backlog. So they did some airdrops for access keys. They did a looks like a beta, software beta. Then they're going to have the collection. And I think that's here's done. The Genesis collection, all the traits and animations are finalized. The Discord exists. The website exists. So it sounds like they're going to be doing merch and then the studio and the workspace app. But again, just looks like a pretty solid project. They've got, look, Andre, that's who paid us a visit. He's the founder, actually. So, wow, that makes me feel like a scene. That's amazing. And Mint is on the 7th, right? July 7th?
Yeah, that's a Discord.
I saw that in the Discord, July 7th. The price will be 0.069. So, even when back before the free Mint craze, 0.069 was like a number, a Mint number that we liked was a 0.069. That's like, that's not like 0.15, the 0.1. Yeah, it was the normal Mint price, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it wasn't like one of those ones doing.
I'm glad to see it's not insane. Yeah, I'm glad it's not a 0.15 kind of type of thing. So yeah, here's the artwork again. Like this project, I really like this project. The Twitter following, let's see, is quite large, I believe. Yeah, 25,000. That's pretty decent. Yep. And how many of these were there going to be again? What's the supply on these? It's 5K is the supply.
5,000, yeah.
So, and how many were in the Discord?
Oh, I'm here now.
Since this one kind of
say a lot.
9,106. So you got 9,000 people in the Discord, 25K on the Twitter. Let's look at their engagement a little bit. I mean, engagement seems, I would say, pretty good, pretty decent. I mean, you got 472 likes on their last tweet here with 322 retweets. So, check it out. It sounds like we're gonna have some whitelist spots, guys, from the sounds of it. So, we will drop the deets on that in the Discord, obviously, and we will certainly make sure that if anyone who owns a Derivative Town NFT will be the very first to obviously get priority for the whitelist spots.
Yeah, dude.
Look at that, guys. We already have a derivative town benefit.
From oh, there you go. Yeah, derivative town holders get a
So
chance for the
I don't know how
whitelist,
many
that's
spots
cool.
they'll give us, but those will be the first people to get it, and then the rest will be just kind of first come first serve, I think.
So yeah, and the other thing is, dude, yeah, I was looking at my Discord, like I really, because I only follow the projects that I'm like keep tabs on, and I've deleted every single one that I'm
Yeah,
just like
I
done
delete
with
most
all
of them.
these except for Desk Heads and the Waziverse. That's it.
Yeah, I like the Wassiverse too.
Those are the only two I'm like keeping up with.
Yeah, I even
right now.
didn't. The possessed one
Yep.
even lost me after a while. It was just too much, too complicated. I had to be too interactive over there to
Yeah.
even be grinding. So it lost my
And all
interest
these
eventually.
free mints, these free ones don't even have like Discords usually. So I'm just like not even
They
doesn't
barely
even
have
matter.
landing pages to just mint off of.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you know, again, this was a project that has been they've been building their community and everything for months now, and you know, I think that it's a team that I feel good about supporting, and man, if we get one of these whitelist spots, I'll definitely mint one of these. I'll definitely mint one of these. So I would definitely pick up a desk head myself. So
For sure.
I guess that's me saying I would ape in, right?
Yeah, we're aping.
We're aping, dude. Okay, so that's the desk heads. Okay, here we go, guys. Guys, we're missing out. I just want to say that we're missing out. If we would collectively go and get a not okay bear, all of us could be getting discounted food benefits. You know, and these are all just people who are talking about the awesome food benefits over at Not Okay Bears. This guy, I've been eating lobster and shrimp scampi every night at Uno's ever since Not Okay Bears made it possible to get it for $5. This 75% restaurant and clothing store utility anytime is amazing. Thank you, Hustler, the founder, for making it possible to eat good during this bear market. And of course, you got people asking, how does this work? Well, you know, you gotta go get a Not Okay Bear to access the holders only channel in Discord to get access to these nice discounts. Now, not Yoda, can I get a discount on a bag of weed? They don't. I don't believe they have that.
All this
Now,
scammer
okay,
has
so-
to do is steal the gift cards from that company. Where's your dispensary at, Yoda? Where's the nearest dispensary at? I bet you could just find a hacker to do that for you. Put it on the site.
So the reason I bring all this up, guys, and I brought this up the other day and told you kind of my dig on this. The reason I bring this up is because I don't care about gray market, black market sites. I don't care that they're doing that they sell these. I don't even care if the founder wanted to share this link with his community. What I find is the most scandalous about this is the fact that they are making you buy a Not Okay Bears NFT to get access to the channel, to just get access to the link that is it's a publicly available link. You can go to the website. I'll just go right now. You can go to the website and you can go order these fraudulently acquired gift cards.
The website that you have to get a Not Okay Bear for is heathen.com. Okay, so just save yourself the fucking Not Okay Bear and just go to heathen.com if you want to get these scammed, stolen gift cards.
Yeah. They also do, you know, illegal refund scams as well. So, you know, obviously we do not condone actually using any of these services. But the reason we want to blast this is because I just want to save as many people from being scammed by this project as possible. And I was on a war path yesterday. I was intercepting people. I literally, I want to show you this tweet. I saw somebody, okay, who had asked about the food discount. I'm pretty much blocked by everybody in the team now.
Yeah,
so you'll see some of these tweets don't show up because I'm blocked.
I'm just sitting here, staring at charts all day. Freeman's over here rage tweeting
going on
at
war.
people.
Yes, going on war path. And you know, well, because look at this. This guy who I ended up talking to in DMs, he's a 16-year-old guy. He says, "Yeah, we all wish that life was that easy. Laugh my ass off. My family's stuck eating 2 frozen pizzas a night for 5 people." And I said, don't get scammed by this, man. The gift card site they're advertising is as a utility is publicly available. You don't have to have a bear to access it, but it's a site that sells fraudulently acquired. Anyway, we talked over DMs, and you know, he was just explaining how he works a job. He gives all his money to his mom to be able to help pay the bills and stuff. And this guy, the community was trying to convince this guy to buy a Not Okay Bear to get access to this stupid website.
Right.
So again, it's the fact that they are charging for just to simply access this link that is really irking me. And it's like it's a link to even just, you know, fraudulent. You're supporting a fraudulent market too. So
Yeah, you're
I think this
supporting a
puts
black market. Yeah.
and I think this
Yeah.
puts their whole community at risk. This puts all the holders of Not Okay Bears, it puts their investment at risk by doing this, because if this were to fall apart, it could hurt the price of the Not Okay Bears as well. So, you know, and I see people in there talking about how like, oh, they're worried because the utility, if it gets out, like, and people know that it's publicly available, it'll hurt the price. Well, it's like, yeah, that's what happens when your utility is based on something that's publicly available.
Yeah,
and is
you did. It's like,
very
you
efficient.
know. Oh, dude, it's
and the fact that they're
greasy,
using
man.
this
It's
as a way to get
greasy.
holders is really, really bad. So, you know, I just
Yeah.
have to keep harping on this. And I saw,
Right.
you know, there's other people that are talking about this. I'm not the only one. I've been retweeting other people that talk about it. Where do we have? Let's see. You know, someone asked, how does this work? Third-party gray hat site that resells frauded scam gift cards at a discount. Not really magic, and it's been free service on Web 2 for years. It's like next level down from buying stolen streaming accounts.
Yeah.
And so this is exactly it. And the same guy said, hell yeah, dark web frauded gift cards are the best perfect way to rug your own project post website that's been advertised on hacker forums and raid forums.
Right.
You know, so this is
Right.
this is the status of this project, and this is the lows
Yeah.
that founders are going to try to get holders. And I just think this is maybe the lowest I've seen as far as tactics to get holders. And so I just have to put them on the horn again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I
have
think,
to.
dude, it's super. Well, it's just dirty that they're using this website, right? It's
course.
kind of like, honestly, I'm interested in using it because I'm like, you see the gift, it's like, yo,
Don't admit that you're
$7 for
gonna
a $25
participate in
gift
fraud,
card.
man.
I'm pretty like, I get excited about that for sure. Like, I totally want to use it. Not gonna lie.
Oh, great.
But it's greasy,
FBI.
dude. It's
Knock, knock, knock.
stolen.
FBI.
I mean, it's enticing, isn't it? It's like, oh wait, you could have $25 gift certificate for only $7. It's like, who doesn't want that? It's so
This is
freaking
why the
enticing.
community's falling for it. I know,
And
and
it's
that's
like,
why
and it's
not the
just,
holders'
but
fault.
what you're doing too is like what you're doing to the black market and everything is you're just like you're just keeping up this whole charade of, you know, people using stolen credit cards to buy all these gift cards and hackers who are hacking the websites of these businesses and stealing gift cards. And so you're just
supporting the black
you're
market.
playing into that whole entire environment when you're doing that. So it's greasy, you know what I mean? But you know what? It's kind of like this dude that's like saying, hey, I'm trying to feed myself and my family. It's kind of like, dude, like, I don't blame you for trying to use this kind of shit.
Of course.
You know, it's like, you know, if you're hurting
Yeah.
and stuff like that, you're gonna be
Well,
desperate
and that's
for
why
that
this is
shit,
so
but-
predatory, because I
Right.
have seen,
And then you
that's
sit
not
there
the
and try
first
to
one
s-
I've seen that's like
yeah.
that.
And then the second part is then you're telling people to buy a $100 NFT that was just completely stolen itself.
Yeah, it's not
The
even, the
entire
art
project
itself is a complete
copy
ripoff too.
pasted,
Not to mention,
thrown
yeah.
up there. You know, it's a Solana derivative, right? Or a derivative.
It's
you know what I mean?
Ethereum, but it's
Ethereum
derivative of a Solana project.
derivative
Yes.
of a Solana. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, OpenSea took it down, and I'm like, they should never have put it back up, honestly. I'm sorry,
dude.
but
Well, now it's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna charge you a premium just to get this stupid link. So hey, everyone out there, you know, raid everyone on No K Bears tweets and in their discords. Share this fucking link with everyone before they go and buy one of these NFTs and has to pay to see a link.
Yes,
It's just,
and I will
if
say,
you're desperate for stuff and food and whatnot, don't buy an Not Okay Bear. You know,
Exactly.
don't do it.
Yeah.
You don't. That's
Just
a
don't
poor
do it.
investment choice.
yeah, just don't do it. And I actually have I did talk to some. I've talked to some news outlets. Okay, some industry news outlets. One of them told me this was deplorable behavior, but that they did not feel that they were big enough to tackle this project, and that they said literally said it was too risky for them to talk about this. So I went higher. I went to a bigger source, and I'm talking to an editor at a much bigger source. And I'm not going to say right now, but you know, I just think that, again, this is just like, to me, this is the worst thing I've ever seen somebody try to do to get holders, or at least one of them
in the NFT space.
Yeah,
pretty,
in a while.
Yeah, it's dirty,
one of the worst
dude.
I've seen. Yeah,
I mean,
and I just think
we're
for
all
a
used to
project that's
rugs
getting
and
as much-
stuff like that,
yeah.
but this is just like, oh, this is gross.
You know what? Let's
man.
go look. I want to look at the not okay pairs. Oh, they don't even have it listed here on NFT in it. That's what I'm saying. It's like not.
Is it not
it's
okay
not-
bears version 2? Is that what is
No,
that?
That's just probably another rug, dude.
Is that a derivative
another
of
rug.
of the derivative?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, let's go look at this one. Yeah. See. Okay.
Bears
So
not okay.
yeah, where bears are not okay. Yeah, this is just another one. Yeah, this is just literally another one. Except, look, I think the art is maybe actually different
It's
on
a
this
little
one.
different, yeah.
This one is better. This one is better. That's how bad this is. So I wanted to go look at like what the floor activity, how many sales there were and stuff, but you know, they're not on Gem either. So you know, I can't look at. I can't find these the stats for these guys. So.
Yeah,
You know,
like here.
and it is, you know, and that's the thing. It's sad that people are falling for this. I was okay. I got blocked by all of them, but I still was in their spaces last night, the not okay bear spaces. And the first thing that was going on was people talking about the gift cards they bought, and they pinned a tweet at the top of the spaces talking about it. So they are using it as a fish hook to get holders. It's what they're using to get new holders. So they are literally using this as their
and it just
bait.
is like, man, if you're invested into it, right? You got a couple you got a couple bags of this, and you're gonna be pressured to promote this kind of fraudulent crap, because you're like, I gotta keep the floor up. I gotta keep trying to get people in here. And the founders are leading them into some shady shit, man.
Yeah, not to mention that too. It's like I doubt there's any repercussions, right, from buying these gift cards as far as on the final customer end.
No one's gonna
besides
get
that, you might get
trouble for it.
scammed. I mean, I did see one person said they never received it. So
right,
you know,
might
I don't
never
know.
receive the gift card. Right, yeah, that's the thing. You don't know if it's actually really there, right?
Yeah,
because I'd
Are you
imagine,
starving by my NFT?
yeah, because imagine if they can track the card that bought these different gift certificates and whatnot, and it went through the process. I'm sure eventually a lot of these cards just get canceled, right? Because they saw it was bought with
They're
a
stolen
fraudulent
cards.
gift card
Yeah.
kind of type deal or credit card. So it's like, yeah, you know, when
Who
the
knows
hackers
what
sell
is
these
gonna
gift
happen,
cards to that company, sure, they might initially work, but then when you actually try to go buy it, by the time it gets to you, it's already it's not working, or it's just gone.
And like I said last time, this particular gift card website has been around for about 2 years, as far as I can tell from what I found, and they advertise themselves on like hacker forums and stuff. And so it's, you know, again, it's not going to get shut down. You know, this is this is like a well-known kind of, you know, fraudulent thing that happens, and it's increased actually from what I've been reading over the past couple of years. Carding and all these scams and frauds like this have increased a lot ever since 2020. So, you know, again, it's not going to disappear, but and that's why I don't care really about that. It's just that they're charging people and to get the NFT for access to this.
Yeah, Dolph nails it right there. Are you starving? Buy my
Yeah.
NFT.
Yeah, which is just horrifying for a group that's all about mental health too. It's just like, gosh, man.
Dude,
painful. So that is my railing against them. I'm trying to think if I have any other details, but I think that's really it, guys. So you know, that's
anyways,
I
the
told
drama
myself
continues.
yes, and you know, last night I told myself, I'm like, okay, tomorrow I'm not going to tweet about it at all. I'm just going to move on.
Yeah.
And then the first thing I did this morning was tweet about it.
Did you really? You already broke it, huh? Damn.
Well, yeah, I saw the email from that editor, the response, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? I'm going again. I'm going in again. So I just needed to get some more evidence and stuff. And yeah, anyway. So,
but yeah, I mean, Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your brothers, stay away from not okay.
Kansas asked this. Okay, 1 second. Let me pull something up, Kansas. Let me pull something up because you're ahead of the game, Kansas. You are ahead of the game. Let me see if I can find. Say something fun, Matt.
Is it gonna be like a bear just munching down on a bunch of French fries or something?
No, it's worse than that. I can't find it. I maybe didn't save it yet from Photoshop, but yes, I did make a derivative of.
All right, so stay in tune to our Twitter. We'll be sharing that one.
You are right, Kenza. So yeah, that will be the newest derivative town.
And they won't debate us because it's supposed to be on a DL. They're trying to keep it as quiet as possible.
If you bring it up, you are if you're even a holder. I had a holder yesterday who was immediately banned from the Discord when he brought it up because I told him about it and he was like, "Oh my God, this is horrible," yada yada yada. And then he DM'd me. I can show you his original tweet here, actually. It's somewhere in here along here. Yeah, this is disgusting. It should be reported to a journalist. All my not okay bears are for sale. So we put them all up for sale. And then he DM'd me and he told me when he went into the Discord to ask them about, to just say, hey, I heard this was maybe, this fraudulent thing. He got immediately banned from the Discord. And so that's what they do. They just ban and, they ban and block you.
Yeah. So we'll just be banned and blocked and try to be silenced by them.
Hey, it's a badge for me that I'm blocked.
So if you ever, for everyone listening, like if you see this on Twitter or whatever platform, just chime in there and tell people, try to educate people of what they're getting involved in when they're sitting here getting these.
Or just send them the website. Just send them the website.
Send them the link. Yeah. Just be like,
it undermines the whole thing. It undermines the whole thing to just share the link. Yeah. And so I know it's petty. Is it petty? Maybe it's petty of me to go after this project, but
maybe
it really grinded my gears.
At the same time, it is just dirty, dude. I don't like it.
It really grinded my gears.
Gross.
So
yeah, it is. Because what I want is like this space to grow, and this is not really growing. This is taking another step backwards in the space. You know what I mean?
How many people are going to get burnt? Are getting essentially. I don't want to say it's a scam to sell to essentially get to force people. Get holders to get this link. I mean, it's just greasy, like Matt said. So yeah,
they're making bank off their NFT projects. So what they could do is just go buy gift certificates to grocery stores and give those to the members or something.
Oh, there's so many things they could do if they were really gracious, good people, right? And I think he sees himself as a Robin Hood type. I think that is how Hustler, the founder, kind of sees himself. When I look at his tweets and stuff, I think he thinks he's like Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he can LARP as Robin Hood. That's fine. I just think that it's not really Robin Hoody to make people buy your NFT. If you were Robin Hood, you just give out the freaking.
You just say the link.
Yeah. So
Robinhood didn't ask for $100 purchase of their NFT before.
Yeah, I see. People respond to these desperate people, and they're like, "It'll pay off, man. Just get it. It's totally worth it. It pays for itself." It's wild. So yes, with tights, I think so. I think I've seen him in tights. Actually, can confirm. Okay, guys. Well, that does it for us today, I think. Matt, do you have anything you wanted to show? Any free mints you want to pimp out?
Free mints,
Matt, every day I've destroyed Matt's free mint segment.
It's all good, dude. It's all good. We'll just do it tomorrow. It's Friday tomorrow.
Desk Heads was our re-feature. It was a throwback today too. We did 2 throwback episodes. That's cool. I like that. Throwback week. Yeah. Okay. I should try to probably get the music going and stuff so that we're queuing ourselves out here. But thank you guys for joining us. Of course, GM, check out, make sure to, if you're not in the Discord already, go into the Discord. We're going to distribute those whitelists. And good morning, guys. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Like, subscribe, all that stuff.